I bid you welcome.
The Brides of Dracula is notable because it's one of the only Hammer Dracula films to not have Christopher Lee's Dracula. His presence is sorely missed, but more on that in a minute. Allegedly, Lee didn't want to keep doing the movies because he felt like he would be typecast. Pretty much the Bela Lugosi syndrome all over again. But he consistently came back because, well, Hammer pretty much said, "You want these people to have jobs? We need to make the movie. Please come back." And Christopher Lee, because he is simultaneously one of the most scary and wholesome gentlemen that have ever lived, he agreed. Nonetheless, The Brides of Dracula is one of the only Hammer Dracula movies without Christopher Lee. And like I said, the lack of Dracula really does show. But that doesn't make it a bad movie, because Brides of Dracula is surprisingly better than I thought it was going to be. It follows a young girl who's on her way to Transylvania to become a teacher. She is invited to stay at, well, Dracula's castle, where it is occupied by a woman and her son, who is kept prisoner because he has a dark gift, for lack of a better word. She meets the son, and he convinces her to get him out of his mother's grasp. But there's a bit of a heel turn, and, well, the only man that can stop it is Dr. Van Helsing. As I stated in my Revenge of Frankenstein video, Peter Cushing really is just one of the best, and it doesn't matter what he is in, he gives everything socks, and that goes double for this. He is the best Dr. Van Helsing. He approaches Dracula, in all of his forms, as an old foe who just needs to be completely dispatched. And he's so surgical with how he approaches it. It's quite impressive. And overall, at the end of the day, Peter Cushing and the gothic atmosphere really do save the movie. Cushing versus the vampires is the reason you should watch this. Christopher Lee's presence, or lack thereof, is very dearly missed. However, Hammer actually did a good thing and made a very intriguing sequel.